Well, in case electoral humiliation was not enough suffering for Elon Musk, he just got some really crappy news on his Tesla brand as well. And do I look happy about it? Yes, this is Schadenfreude. That's what it looks like. Because news broke this morning that Tesla sales plummeted by 13% last quarter. It's the worst they had been since 2022. Last year, by this time, they had sold 386,000 and some EVs. This year, they have sold 336,000 and some. They were expected to sell 408,000. Whoops. Better yet, the mainstream media is finally catching on. However, one of the greatest drivers of Tesla's catastrophic first quarter was the negative public image surrounding the brand. You think? They then go on to mention CEO Elon Musk's, quote, public antics, which is one word for them, and far-reaching government actions. And this part's really great. So Dan Ives of Wedbush said in a note to clients that Tesla is seeing soft demand in the United States and China. He added that the brand crisis issues are clearly having a negative impact on Tesla. There's no debate. But he certainly had a debate a few weeks ago when he was saying that all the selling off and all of the politics stuff is overblown. It's going to be fine. Buy Tesla stock. This morning, he is calling the new figures a disaster on every metric. And that disaster, you guys helped make it. Congratulations. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for every Tesla takedown you've attended and every Tesla takedown you're going to attend, because we're not done yet. Let's keep on teaching Elon Musk what fuck around and find out is all about.
Hi guys, watch this video and then we're gonna talk by the end of this channel, so please subscribe. Let's start.
Target cannot stop losing, and I'm living for it. According to this brilliant article by Fortune, I love how they frame all this stuff and actually talk about how the boycotts are the driving factor. But as you can see here, Target can't get its footing after its DEI program demise in a 40-day boycott against the retailer. Foot traffic at stores is down for the 8th consecutive week. And I love, again, how Fortune is like, yeah, this began just a few days after the company announced that it would end its DEI programs, which we know from when I've done previous videos on this, which you can check the playlist for. But Target essentially doesn't want people to know that this is why they're seeing their numbers fall. They tried blaming it on the cold weather. Yeah, really. And of course, Target isn't just sucking when compared to themselves last year. They're also sucking when compared to their direct competitors like Costco, who notably stood steadfast in their commitment to DEI and was like, no, we're keeping these programs. Fuck off, essentially. And for some reason, people can't figure out why foot traffic has grown in Costco. And it's just done so for the 13th straight week. So I really don't want to hear or see anyone say, like, oh, the market's bad, inflation, people aren't buying things. People are. Just not at fucking Target. And that goes for Walmart and McDonald's, too. You know where people are shopping Target? At Costco. So, yeah, all of that to say, Target, you fuck around, you're gonna find out. And then, if you continue to fuck around, you're gonna continue to find out.
Elon is going broke.
100% tariffs on Tesla. Hey, Canada's not playing. Hey, I'm with it.
Give me a minute, because I have some good news. I'm sorry. The first victim of these tariffs is Elon Musk. He lost a $66 million contract for Starlink with Ontario.
Elon Musk's Tesla is in serious trouble as global sales plummet. The latest figures from China show shipments dropping 49%. The latest figures from Europe show sales dropping 50%. The Chinese numbers are interesting because in China overall, electric vehicle sales are up 82% compared to last year, whereas Teslas are down 50%.
Tesla sales are slumping in Australia. In January, deliveries were down by more than 30% over the same period last year. That's according to data from the Electric Vehicle Council, and it makes it the car maker's worst month here since July 2023.
If you think you're having a bad day, maybe you spilled coffee on your laptop or stepped in a puddle with brand new shoes, just spare a thought for Elon Musk. The man who's often mistaken for Trump's unofficial chief innovation officer, or as some cheekily call him, President Musk, is watching his empire nosedive thanks to a little thing called tariffs. And no, it's not just a minor dip, it's a full-on global freefall. At first, you might think, oh, it's just Canada giving him a hard time. But nope, it's worldwide. Tesla sales, struggling, Starlink, feeling the heat, And for a guy who practically runs the tech playground, this is a disaster of cosmic proportions.
If you hate Elon, you're going to want to hear this because it's not getting talked about a lot on TikTok right now. This past Monday in France, one of the largest Tesla dealerships in the country was burned to the ground in what is a suspected attack of arson, destroying over 550,000 euros worth of vehicles overnight.
This just in. Canada's next move. Well, they're going to see our 25% tariff and raise us 100% tariff on Teslas.
What's this I hear? Liquor being removed from all the shelves in Canada that's from the United States, and Starlink is canceled. Keep it coming! Keep it coming! Stick it to the man!
In a move that feels like a financial gut punch, Canada is slapping a 100% tariff on Teslas. Yep, double the price overnight. Imagine walking into a Tesla showroom in Toronto, seeing that Model Y you've been eyeing, and then realizing it costs as much as a small house. Needless to say, that's not great for business. And just when Musk thought things couldn't get worse, Canada went ahead and canceled a massive Starlink contract, one that was supposed to provide internet to remote areas. That deal was a big win for Musk's satellite internet venture, and now it's vanished into thin air. Meanwhile, back in China, Tesla is struggling despite an 80% surge in electric vehicle popularity. While the rest of the EV industry is thriving, Tesla's sales and shipments are plummeting. Chinese automakers like BYD are producing high-quality EVs at lower prices, and Tesla's once loyal customer base is shrinking fast. And then there's the growing anti-Tesla sentiment. Whether it's calls for boycotts or consumers simply preferring local brands, Tesla isn't the first choice it used to be. Musk, who once thrived on chaos, is now realizing that not all chaos is profitable. The same trade war that was supposed to make America's economy great again is now making his supply chain a living nightmare. All of this has Musk scrambling. He's reportedly begging Trump to rethink his tariff war. Because, surprise, the consequences weren't quite what they expected. The tariffs are now biting into his empire.
The premier for Ontario, Doug Ford, said he is ripping up the contract with Starlink, saying, quote, end quote, we'll be ripping up the province's contract with Starlink. Ontario doesn't do business with people hell-bent on destroying our economy. Goddamn right you don't. You know, listen, this was the myth that we told ourselves for a long time, right? That if we have good economic relationships with people, we'll have peace, we'll have prosperity. And as long as everybody does that, yeah, that's what happens. 66 million to a piece of shit like Elon Musk with his 400 billion in the bank doesn't mean much. But it is nice to see that the first victim of Donald Trump's insanity is the person who put him in power. Sure.
Tesla stock is down 29% over the last month alone. Now, while part of this is due to the competition from Chinese electric vehicles, a lot of this, I think, is because Elon has really ticked off people in America and abroad by saddling himself up to Donald Trump and Donald Trump's attack on our government and our democracy. Keep in mind that not only is Elon in charge of dismantling things here in America, but he has supported the neo-fascist AfD group in Germany. He supported the far-right Reform UK party in the UK. And he's basically destroyed his own personal brand and destroyed Tesla's brand. And it's showing up at the most important ballot box, the wallet.
People are hiding the fact that they own a Tesla by putting other cars' insignias over the Tesla logo. When you can't afford a new car because the market is horrendous, you get decals to cover the Tesla markers, as per these images. Oh, also, the Tesla stock dropped below $1 trillion, in part because the EU/UK has specifically refrained from buying Tesla cars. Their sales are down like 50%, despite electric vehicle sales in that area going up 37%. And that's also in part because China's electric cars are doing really good. If you haven't seen the kind of cars that China makes, especially and specifically the electric vehicle ones, go look that up, because you will very quickly understand why they are not allowed to sell cars in the US. They would dominate the car industry, mostly the electric vehicles, but the car industry in general. The price, the quality, what they offer in it, oh my God.
A growing number of countries are taking a stand against Tesla. Not just as a rejection of the brand, but as a political statement against Trump's aggressive trade policies. Nations that once welcomed Tesla with open arms are now slamming the door shut, standing in solidarity against the economic strong-arming that Trump is trying to impose. Europe is saying nope, imposing stricter regulations and looking toward homegrown EV manufacturers. China, once a goldmine for Tesla, has flipped the script, now producing more affordable, high-tech electric vehicles that are outpacing Tesla in both innovation and price. But the resistance isn't just at the government level. On the streets, people are making their anger known. Reports of Tesla vandalism are on the rise, as frustrated citizens refuse to support a company led by the man who helped usher a wannabe dictator back into power. Smashed windows, spray-painted insults, even Tesla's getting flipped. It's clear that Tesla has become more than just a car brand. It's now a symbol of political division. The message is loud and clear. Musk's political alliances are costing him big time. Once seen as an untouchable tech visionary, he's now scrambling as his empire crumbles. The world is moving on, and for the first time in a long time, it's moving forward without him.
Ever since Elon jumped into his position as head of the President's Department of Government Efficiency, there has been a huge drop in Tesla stock. And that's because Republicans think he has too much unchecked power. Did you hear what I said? That's because Republicans thinks he has too much unchecked power. So why are the Republicans so worried about Elon and his unchecked power? It's because the sheer amount of jobs that have been lost in the last 2 weeks are literally unimaginable.
Different countries turning their back on Tesla isn't just about cars. It's about power, politics, and a global reckoning with Elon Musk's empire. Tesla was once the golden child of the EV revolution, the sleek, futuristic brand that symbolized progress. But now, it's becoming the face of backlash against Trump's economic agenda, and Musk is finding out the hard way that political alliances can come at a steep price. Europe is distancing itself, prioritizing local automakers while tightening regulations that make Tesla's dominance harder to maintain. Canada just went nuclear, slapping a 100% tariff on Teslas, making them so expensive they might as well be collector's items. And then there's China itself, where electric cars are thriving, just not Teslas. While the demand for EVs has shot up by 80%, Tesla's sales are taking a nosedive as homegrown brands like BYD and NIO deliver better, cheaper alternatives. But here's where it gets even messier. The backlash isn't just happening in boardrooms and trade policies, it's hitting the streets. Reports of Tesla vandalism are increasing, with frustrated citizens taking out their anger on the cars themselves. It's a clear message. They're done supporting a brand tied to a man who helped put a wannabe dictator back in power. And the irony, Musk, the master of disruption, is now being disrupted. The same tariffs that were supposed to protect American businesses are now gutting Tesla's supply chain. The same free speech absolutism Musk championed is now fueling an anti-Tesla wave across the world. For once, the chaos isn't working in his favor. So, what happens next? Can Musk course correct and rebuild Tesla's global standing, or is this the beginning of the company's long, slow downfall? One thing's for sure, the road ahead isn't looking smooth, and this time, autopilot won't save him. What do you think? Can Tesla recover, or has Musk made too many enemies? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you love deep dives like this, hit that like button and subscribe to Trend Feed for more eye-opening stories. Because trust me, this story is far from over.
Y'all boy Elon Musk went on TV last night and did an interview with Hannity, and he looked like he is at his wit's end. Our boy was about to cry.
You giving up your other stuff? I mean, how are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty. Yeah.
Musk is doing a press tour right now, doing interviews, asking for sympathy, and basically pleading and begging the American people to support him like they once did.
I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just, smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful.
I know you can't be talking about the same empathy where you said this on Joe Rogan.
The fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy. The empathy exploit.
Do we have, ladies? A fucking clown. We are a stupid bitch. We are a fucking clown. This is.
The problem lies is that Elon Musk completely disregarded who his core customer was for Tesla. You can't think MAGA is buying Tesla. You can't think the far right is buying Tesla. Who's buying Tesla? More than 50% of Tesla sales come from the state of California, one of the bluest, biggest states in this nation. When you decide to go against the people who make you rich, those people who all vote, who all have degrees, who are all into tech, who are all savvy, who are all smart, who all have education, What do you think those people are going to do? Continue to support you in any way that includes keeping your stock value up and your share price high? Too long, too late, my boy. Reap the repercussions of your actions, because everybody has actions. And just so you know how America works, it will be very soon when all of your oligarchy billionaire friends will start turning against you because you're losing them money as well. And when they lose money, they don't want you. Maybe try South Africa. Maybe they want you back. Bye.
Elon Musk is begging Democrats, please stop banning the Tesla cars. Please buy the Tesla cars. Please help him so that the sales of Tesla car goes up and the stock and the stock price of Tesla goes up, because right now things are going down haywire. And the reason why is because Elon Musk's target market is normally is the middle class and the upper class of America or across the world. Unfortunately, most of his target market, they are mostly majority come from Democrats. Yes, Democrats. That's basically majority of his target market. Unfortunately, his target market right now, they are so angry at him, so disappointed at him, because he's with the current administration. Yes, the policy that he advocated for right now, it's affecting millions and millions of Americans, and of course the world at large. For example, the ending of US aid, it has literally made people lose their jobs. At the same time, people who used to be supported under US aid across the world right now, under different programs, especially the ones who are under critical programs, like for example buying medicine for HIV/AIDS, doing programs under HIV/AIDS. Those people right now, they are very, very vulnerable. They don't know how they're going to get those medicine, how they're going to afford those medicine, and yeah, they're suffering. And basically, most people are looking at him, at Elon, and blaming him, because they're like, well, you are at fault. So they're thinking of ways of hurting him. And where can you hurt him the most? And they are by not buying his products, by not supporting his products. And the ones which people know mostly with Elon is Tesla. The cars usually go direct to normal citizen, normal person like you and I who can afford it. So most people right now, especially not only in America but even in Europe, they are literally some people are literally deciding not to buy when they had planned to buy, or others are banning. According to the news, they're banning those cars. I don't know why, which is wrong, but some people are doing that, and others are literally discouraging their friends, their neighbors not to buy, because they have this negative feeling about Elon. They're angry at Elon, and they want him to feel it, and the only way to make him feel it is making sure one of his business or his businesses is affected or are affected, and that's basically what is happening. So is he feeling the pinch? Yes, and that's the reason why he's literally gone on the media and talk and beg people, like, stop buying the cars, please buy my products, please buy my cars, please, so that it goes up, because at the end of the day, Elon has to answer to the shareholders. Yes, he's the CEO of Tesla. Yes, he's one of the founders of Tesla. But at the end of the day, he has to answer to the board. And the board right now, they're asking questions which he needs to give answers. So if you're a leader and somehow you are influencing the company or the organization in a negative way, usually the board would ask you to step aside or to come up with a solution. And that's basically what he's trying to do, to come up with a solution that's going to help the company. Is it working? We don't know. We'll see for the next quarter. We'll see how the results are, but at the end of the day, this is what's happening right now. People are really angry and they are showing their frustration through Tesla. The sales have gone down as much as their production is on time, but people are not buying. People are angry. Others are returning the cars, and you can see the videos. So what is going to happen, we'll wait and see. But I'm hearing he wants to step aside and for now he wants to concentrate on this business. So we'll see how things go. Will people respond to that? We don't know. But at the end of the day, this is what we call FAFO season. You do something, the results are here, and those are the consequences. He's feeling it, and we call it FAFO season continue. Yes, what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you guys. Tell me. will Tesla recover? My opinion, I think it will recover, but it will take a bit time for people to accept and accept and forgive him. But at the end of the day, I think Tesla will recover. It's just a matter of time. But at the end of the day, also he needs to realize, as a business person, you cannot afford to have this negative effect, because it's going to affect your business at the end of the day. So politics and business usually they don't align very much, and we can see literally the results as you see how it's affecting Elon Musk's business. So if you're a businessman and you want to go in politics, be careful so that you don't end up being affected. All right, guys, I'd like to hear your comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye bye.